Hello, this is a presentation of how to prepare for your dissertation in the computing program with Antigone Rosas.
And Robert Giegegak.
Welcome, and thank you for spending time to go through this presentation. So we start with a dissertation module enrollment. You should be reminded that you require 8 modules, which reads 120 credits to have successfully been completed before you actually start the dissertation class. The modules start on the first Thursday of the month. So for example, in June, that would be the 7th of June 2012, looking back. Self-enrollment at the moment is not possible. It might be with the new system and some changes that we are expecting. The enrollment needs to be requested via your student support manager at the moment. So if you're at that stage, you can contact them and try to find which is the best term for your next enrollment. If you have a start date in mind, please contact your SSM now.
Now, what is the dissertation? The dissertation should be the final piece of work that you complete before you graduate in your program. And as such, the dissertation should have a high standard of academic work and should be conducted in the field of research that you are most interested in. Now, if you start the dissertation, you will have 9 months to complete it. And your due date or your submission date will always be on the 28th of the 9th month of your project. So while it starts on the first Thursday of the month, it always ends on the 28th of the 9th month of dissertation. So if you would start in June 2012, you would have started on Thursday the 7th, and your submission date would be 28th of February 2013. The dissertation accounts for 1/3 of the total number of credit points in your program. The total number of points is 180, and 60 of these credit points are for your dissertation, and 120 credit points are for the 8 modules that you enroll in. So each module will be worth 15 points, and your dissertation will be the equivalent of 4 modules.
So for the dissertation readiness course, you will be enrolled during your 6th module. Announcements will be introduced via Blackboard also. You will also be notified by email regarding this enrollment. If you are currently participating in your 6th module and you don't see an enrollment request in your courses area on Blackboard, please contact your student support manager and let them know.
Yes, we opened the dissertation readiness course for students in their 6th module to help them prepare for the actual dissertation process that starts after the 8th module. This will give the students some time to get acquainted with the dissertation process and be well prepared once the dissertation starts.
It does say, I think, Robert, that it's actually, it would last for 6 weeks, but students should be advised that it doesn't really take longer than 10 hours to prepare to work on this course. And it's not mandatory. There's no instructor within the class, but it's best that you do complete it so you have a better understanding of what is expected from you and also to start thinking about your topic.
Yeah, definitely true. And the dissertation readiness course will remain open for 9 months after the start date. So even if you've already started your actual dissertation, you can go back and access your dissertation readiness course to refer back of the knowledge and skills that you've learned in the dissertation readiness course itself. Now, on the roadmap that you can see, this same information is displayed. From the 6th module and onwards, you can start preparing for the dissertation in the free dissertation readiness course. And in the same time, or simultaneously, you will be working in your 7th and 8th module if you want to. Now, a little bit more on the dissertation readiness course. It is self-paced, so you can take as much time as you want to complete the course, and it is open for 9 months. It takes approximately 10 hours, and we recommend the completion before you start, obviously. The aim is to provide you with information about requirements and the structure of the dissertation. There will be different phases in the dissertation that you should be prepared for. Once you have completed the dissertation readiness course, you will have a good understanding of the types of research that are available to you in order to help you find the topic of your interest.
So you should also have a preparation checklist by you. So you must have successfully completed the dissertation readiness course before entering the actual dissertation class. You should be able and have access into the online library training and referencing guides and review these. It is best to have decided on a topic before entering the class, and you should know what you want to study and what your research should be on. Ensure you have access to all sites on your research and for secondary data source. You should also find out what your local ethical requirements are for conducting your research. When there is a research progress or research class that you're actually doing and you're interested in, unless you're using humans and human subjects, you might not require a local ethics approval. So not everyone does need one for the computing program. You should speak to your DA if you're in doubt for that.
Well, a little more on the preparation for your dissertation module. You should be prepared to work on it for 9 months continuously. So it will be similar to taking 4 modules right after each other. You should have a topic in mind. You should really choose a topic in which you're interested and that you actually want to investigate. And you should try to think about the ways in which your topic will be of academic value to other scholars. Why will it be interesting, and how will it add to the body of knowledge that is available in the academic field that you're in? The dissertation is therefore more than an industry project. You need to contribute to the academic community. It is very important that your dissertation adds knowledge to the knowledge that's already there, and that other students can access in the library, for example. So you will see that you will get more recognition and more approval for your work if it's actually of great academic value to other students and to your to the academic staff that you're working with.
It is also new projects that have the same effect. So if you're thinking of working on something that hasn't been touched before, or maybe something that your company needs and hasn't been, a project of research in the past, that could probably score you with higher grades also.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you should also, while preparing for dissertation, try to decide on the type of project for your dissertation. You can think of a prototype investigation on a conceptual framework, for example. And you can probably discuss with the academic staff that is guiding you what type of project would be best for your field of research or the topic that you're interested in. Now, you should really try to plan your end and start date with your student support manager in advance. And you should try to review your referencing guides and the online library training to make sure that you have all the academic skills available to successfully complete the dissertation.
So for the Dissertation Road Map, you start with your Research Methods module, and this is for the first 6 weeks. Then normally in week 5, you would have your Dissertation Advisor class set from week 4 onwards, and your dissertation proposal should be approved within week 8 and 12. And also ethical review around the same time should that be required for the project again. Monthly progress reports are also expected. Your DA will make these available for you at the correct time frame. Then you have to obviously write your dissertation. Once your data is collected and analyzed, you start writing the dissertation project around month 8. We expect that you have submitted your draft dissertation piece, and then your final submission should come on the 9th month. Dissertation advisors now. For the dissertation advisors, we do have, under the guidelines, We do have a list of all the DAs and the projects they've been working on and the subjects they follow. So you should be making contact yourself with these DAs, luring them to work with you on your dissertation project.
Yes, and you will be working with this person, your DA, one-on-one in a separate classroom in which you can discuss your progress, discuss the research proposal that you're working on, and you can keep in touch with the DA throughout the process to make sure that the whole process of writing dissertation and meeting all the requirements goes smoothly towards the final submission in month 9. So this will be your main contact who will be there to help you reach your goal. We have a number of academic advisors that help you throughout the dissertation process, but they come into play in various stages of the process. So during the first approximately 6 to 8 weeks, you will be in the research methods training module, and there you will be advised by your general dissertation instructor. Later on, you will start working with the dissertation advisor, and as I said before, this will be in a one-on-one class, and this person will provide you guidance throughout the remainder of the dissertation in your own private class. Well, next to academic advisors, there's the SSMs, the student support managers, who are there to provide personalized guidance throughout the whole period for any non-academic issues that you may face or that you may require assistance with.
The duration of the Research Methods module, the RMT class, is 8 weeks. The module is conducted by the General Dissertation Instructor, not your DA. You will have weekly assignments and deadlines. Within the syllabus of the module, you will see the components and the grading percentages of these also, because not every weekly assignment is graded within the RMT class. At week 4, the dissertation advisor matching process begins. If you're having any challenges with contacting an instructor as DAs, obviously, DAs, or getting them to work with you, your GDI can also assist on this. The overall objective of the RMT class is to have your proposal approved and to obviously match you up with a DA. The DA will not be replying to you every 2 days as the instructor would normally do, or 4 days. There are different timelines for their reply, but your SSM will always remain within the 48-hour reply frame.
Yes, and you can access the service level agreements for assistance from your DA in the dissertation guidelines that you can access in your MyOIT Campus account. Now, the approval of your research proposal is very important because it will outline the remainder of the process for you. So make sure to spend enough time working on the research proposal and make sure that it is of sufficient quality because it will help you throughout the remaining stages of dissertation. Now, about matching with your DA, you may be asked to be matched with a particular dissertation advisor or DA. We will try to accommodate this request, although it may not always be possible. We will also look into the type of study that you are intending to do and the subject that you are intending to study. And we'll try to suggest a DA who has experience and expertise in that field of research. You may also access some materials online in which you can find a list of available DAs and the topics they study, so you can already prepare or start looking for the DA that you might want to work with in the dissertation. If you are proposed to match with a certain DA, then you do not have to accept this match if you don't want to. We will endeavor to find you another suitable match as soon as possible, if that would be the case. As said before, you will have your own dissertation advisor class in which you will work one-on-one. Upon starting your DA class, you will be asked to read, amend if agreed with your DA, and signed your student and DA agreement. This agreement outlines the nature of the relationship with the DA, the deadlines that you will try to meet and work with, and the deadlines that the DA will try to meet and work with. The DA will respond to messages within 4 days and any document submissions within 10 days. So, for example, if you have written a certain piece of your dissertation and you want your DA to have a look at it and comment on it, it can take up to 10 days before your DA can provide you with feedback.
The idea you bring to your research support class will be developed with the help of the GDI, then your DA, into a 4 to 5 pages proposal outline. So don't feel alone, you'll have plenty of help during the drafting your proposal. You must complete the ethical approval document where required while developing your proposal. Most times the expanded checklist will suffice. At the University of Liverpool, you may apply for expanded approval if your research is using theoretical research, development of a computer system, publicly available data, secondary data, which you have permission to use and which is anonymous, and collecting data from non-vulnerable adults or non-sensitive subjects. If your research meets none of the above criteria, then you will have to apply for a full ethical committee approval. The committee meets on a monthly basis. So again, there is sufficient time to prepare as long as you have a topic and are ready to work on it with your GDI and DA.
Now a little bit on the completion of the proposal. The DA will review your ethical approval document, if applicable, and provide agreement for it. Only then can your proposal be forwarded for approval. When your DA thinks that your proposal is ready, then the proposal will be forwarded for review by a faculty manager. And this faculty manager will either approve your proposal or make recommendations for changes. And you will be allowed to update your proposal and make it meet the required standards. And the DA will keep you informed of the progress and serve as the contact between you and the faculty manager that is reviewing your work. If any changes are needed, then you must complete them, and then the proposal will be resubmitted to the faculty manager for review. And finally, as soon as the faculty manager agrees that your proposal is ready, then he or she will sign approval for your proposal. And you can carry on with the remainder of the dissertation.
Now there is, I also wanted to say, Robert, that during proposal approval you might face delays, so if you do need an extension, there are policies in place to assist you with gaining an extension for you to reach proposal approval. So at any stage in your dissertation, you should just keep contact with your DA, GDI, and your SSM. They're there to help. So we're following up now. After proposal is approved, you continue with the project in the DA class with your DA support. Submission of a specification and design document should be presented and given no later than the 5th month. The spec and design document describes in detail the work you will complete, and it is graded. Progress reports are expected at least on the 5th and 7th months of the dissertation. Your DA will review the chapters as needed. And please don't be shy with asking for assistance. Everyone is here to help you and see you to the end of your project. 1 month before your deadline, submit a full draft of your dissertation to your DA for review. It also needs to be submitted into a Turnitin link. Again, any challenges, any questions, please reach out to your SSM or DA.
Yes, this is indeed very important because this dissertation takes quite a long time to complete, and you are working on it individually and independently, but this is not a reason not to ask for any assistance throughout the process, because it is very easy to lose time in which you don't ask for any support or help from your DA or SSMs while they are in place to help you forward.
Absolutely.
So try not to lose time thinking about problems yourself or trying to solve them yourself. If you can ask for help from your DA or SSM, this will really help you work efficiently and meet the deadlines. And although 9 months is a long period of time, losing 1 month of time can have serious consequences for meeting the final deadline in the end. So please make sure to use the resources for support that are available to you.
I know, we cannot stress this enough, we're definitely here to help you.
Yeah. Now, you'll be working towards the submission of your dissertation in the end. And obviously you need to make sure that you submit your final dissertation prior to the final deadline, which is the 28th of the 9th month. Now, once you've done that, you've submitted the document to turn it in. After that, your dissertation advisor can no longer be approached for guidance with your work. Once you've submitted it, your dissertation will be evaluated by 2 independent assessors, and you will not be informed of these grades, at least not of the 2 independent grades, only of your final grade in the end. And it will take some time before you get to know this grade. And the grade has to be approved by a board of examiners, and your SSM will contact you to tell you your grade once that board of examiners has met, and we'll be happy to tell you your final grade. And these board of examiners meetings take place in May, February and October each year. So depending on your submission deadline, it may take some time before the board has reviewed your work and has approved your grade. Now, again, please make sure to keep your dissertation advisor and your student support manager informed about your progress at all times, so that we can intervene if necessary and make sure that you meet the final deadline for submission.
Graduation is also a very important occasion, and this is the culmination of all your hard work during your time at the University of Liverpool. Upon graduation, you will be invited to our campus in Liverpool to attend the graduation ceremony together with the on-campus students. This would happen twice a year, depending on your submission date and whether your finance has been cleared or not, in July and in December. So, as previously stated by Robert, the grading within the graduation comes only with the final mark once the board has met, so you should not expect to receive a provisional grade, only your final mark. This will be notified to you by your student support manager, and past that, you will receive a message from the graduation team inviting you to join the graduation ceremony. The ceremony you can join only if you have graduated with a degree.
Correct. And of course, we hope to see you there, and we hope that you will be able to visit Liverpool and join all the other graduates for a very nice ceremony. Absolutely.
It is a perfect day for everyone, and I'm sure that you're all looking forward to this day.
Definitely. And our job is really to help you reach that final stage of your enrollment in the program, and we really try to help you as much as we can to meet you there during graduation and upon successful completion of your program.
Yes, well, success to everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
And do contact your SSM with any queries at this point.